I don't suffer, not be small. Upon say I get sense. Poverty not good at all. Oh. Now he make I come this village and they look for fresh corn. I look for fresh corn. Poverty. No, you know you the way to sing that song. I don't suffer, not be small. Upon say I get sense. Poverty not good at all. Oh. Now he make I come this village. Fresh corn. How much did they buy them now? But those women, when they do roasted corn and when they cook corn, when they throw away the dirty for gutter, only goes fire. Amen. If you roast corn, you do the corn, gather them, fire take one. But madam, mommy, babe, I'm not going to buy this corn for 3,000 naira. How much did they sell for inside city?
How much?
How much they sell?
Huh? How much for one?
For nare corn. Come here, just put the seed and just throw it like this, you just grow.
See, we'll brush eh? We'll put fire. We'll pack her. We'll wither before come grow. Come jam this. Come the meat and gay. You know, say it's suffer there for the corn.
This one are 1, 2. Like, this one are like 20 now, be 20. Now this babe go to tell me say as fresh as she be like tomatoes. Say she go to confirm, call it do corn. You don't go do corn.
I remember they go for.
Now TikTok you do now, be now.
Not TikTok I did now.
Hey. Mommy.
Never do.
I beg me not give me for 2,000 naira, I beg.
Not 2,000.
I beg, babe. No, I beg 2,000 naira.
No, 3,000. No, not 3,000.
I they see where they rush this corn. You know, say if you go city now, if you see where they offload corn, if you see the way our women they run kitty kata, all of them they drag for the corn.
This one a fresh one now.
It's just a cut now.
If I want to say how much I'll take sell and if I buy this one 3,000 now. No, make we calculate time and buy this one 3,000. Ah no, you cannot sell corn 1,500. Maybe I sell at 200 naira now.
For where? For village, but they say 200.
For honorary corn, for only the roasted corn.
Don't be charcoal that take the roast one. Don't be transport, it take carry and go house.
But it consign shako, consign this corn.
Okay, without shako, this corn it go roast.
You see, buy shako.
They buy shako.
Shako wood way full bush full everywhere.
For where?
Not be bush beyond this one.
Oh, now you want to go shako. I dey go.
So, like, how much I feel say this one now?
This one?
Now, a portrait that want go sell them for Bini.
I know now. I said 500.
For one. They not buy you.
They will buy you.
They not buy you.
They will buy.
Ah no, they not buy, mommy.
I said they will buy. All my son that did there, all my daughter did there. Now son that they say they buy.
500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. But this one they not buying 500. So I can't gain like how much? Like 7,000. Plus shako. Plus the money when I enter transport, when I carry out from village to the city. Therefore, the one when we say I stand, they do the call like this, until they cook up. Shut up. Drop your comments. Just they like them. Babe, thank you very much. Now, roasting, you go to Stanford. Like how much did they say you want?
Not the tell us now.
500.
Some small for that 300. Depends now. Big, small.
I thank you. I agree to now. So package my own for me now.
Yeah,
no,
this
one
3,000. 2,000.
I know if you pay. 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 Money no they come from heaven. Do better thing money go come. Like where these ones they go now? Onisha be Lagos be. Onisha. Oh, just a day for Uromi Agbo Expressway. I know now for Ebele. Why would they so? Federal government. I got. One minute firewood now. Enough you buy what of kerosene now? Why you not buy kerosene? I'm
Where my hair of your donor.
Koye. What? So Gary not there again.
Gary not there.
No. So na fire what you tell they?
Now they take the cuckoo. See head.
I know.
When they see they push up. You don't know where.
You not fit buy kerosene.
I not get money. I not fit to buy. No money.
Too cost.
Okay, one more they go. Do.
Now so I see more.
I don't suffer, not be small. Papa say I guess sense. Poverty not good at all. Make I come this village, make I come look for now.
You do well for us. I better
Government. Make something the ship.
You know, now this one with the government work. Now make farm they good now. Huh? I carry go market I sell 6,000. And that's why they push on more.
You know, bring con no day, okay?
My own never strong.
Never strong. The one where I buy for there just now, they give me like 20 for 2,000 naira. 20 con.
Yeah.
Now you know, no say you na farmer. Now buy that they buy. Like say now your corn now. I give you like 2,000 naira. How many you give me?
You for not buy sell. I for not sell for you. You for just cut down. How many you want it? You go eat it 40.
Imagine me man, you can't give me no give. Drop your comment, shut up. You see, mommy, you don't reach 70 years.
Now 70 at this so. Now just this. Now 70 something I just this so. No video, no you my government.
And so 70 years, mama. Now the America, now the UK, now the Europe. Thank God for your life. Oh, see 70 years old woman on wheelbarrow for village. Imagine me man, the kaya give me no give. They go. Okay.
Waiting day.
Market, you go to find out for market.
They cost.
Waiting me for it.
How much is 1 kilo of gas now?
No.
1,700.
A kg na 2,000 naira for my area.
Oh.
For 1 kg for gas.
Okay, wait till you go not do now.
Yeah, it costs.
Any man will go enter any seat when you get plan before you enter there.
Okay, why don't they call the governor?
He no get plan.
The governor, no, they call the governor. We not get minister. We not get senator.
Okay, when the aid is corrupt, the time they move anyhow.
However, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Edo State, this bus now when I get so, the engine don't, the sound again. Those people say those new cha-cha bus where you buy will be diesel and CNG.
Bring them for us. Bring them. Make him hear them. Make him bring the bus.
The bus take government as
now government as they want use them. Now government the head. I love to do one enter. This one never reach 30 years. Where they do this one? This one never reach 30 years. As they buy new one come now, they don't go bring and make with the head.
They don't go commissioner. They don't go checker.
Commission. Make the bring and come from me with commissioner. So when they go book for government as when you talk now. Now government as they want use am.
For the past 3 years, you want to say never see what Tinubu don't do.
Tinubu.
What you do for the past 3 years? You never see what he don't do.
I see what he do. Tinubu do something. He use hungry beaters. He do something.
Move. 50 bus now, Pawolo buy. Akpako bus.
Make him bring her come with you.
His Excellency. His Excellency. Akpako rescue.
This government The boss wey buy, me no know whether I buy, but you dey talk.
They government house.
Make it bring am, cause they try.
Toilet dey inside.
We no expect say.
Dey inside.
We no expect say you go try this.
ATM dey inside. Police station dey inside.
We make it bring am. Make it bring am come. As we dey enter this old one, so that make we still enjoy the new one. You know the enter.
Governor, that's why they tell us say the new one. Police station dey inside. ATM dey inside. Security dey inside. Toilet dey inside. Where you go chop 3 times a day? Dey inside. Hey! I want order. I pledge to Nigeria, my country. Hey, whoa! If you see where Nigeria go just dey waka dey talk. Nigerians go dey waka dey talk. What's all this? Oga. Good morning. How the family now? Nigerians go just dey complain about Tinubu. Wetin Tinubu do? If you hear Tinubu, you say that guy come, they say people Tinubu, they don't want to let him out. I don't know what they do.
One thing I know that don't be everybody. We get person who will still give and go do more than Tinubu. This country where we don't know where we go. Then I go, when they go, but then I come back when they come. It's only God can help us. It's only God can help us this country. And nobody will say this country don't get RCB. Everybody they complain for hardship. Food we no see, water we no see. Everything they complain. More all of us gather man, they thank God, may help us, may touch us so that we find something to do. Things can move well. This Tinubu matter. If you talk about Tinubu, another person can go now and can be worse than Tinubu. So we know how they work out. So we don't be said to hold to me. You walk, I walk. That is go move well.
I don't understand.
Yes.
Understand. President of Nigeria.
No. The way Nigerians they complain about Tinubu, what did he do?
Not be Tinubu for the complaint senators. He get Facebook. Tinubu na president, not be he be God. What is senators? Then they sleep. House of Rep. Then they sleep. Politician. Then they sleep. How can I look well? I be human rights advocate. United Nations human rights advocate.
Not this Tinubu where they shout everywhere for Nigeria.
They shout 1 2 man. Not be only tomorrow be president. Senator, they be president. Money when senator they receive, you need to build the street, you build people. When they this state? What did they tell me? President there, it be like what you were talking. You have like a figure there. He be like figure. Now try to tell you, fresh me. Make a face and look me.
Oga.
United Nations human rights advocate. Oh yeah, me talk. Oh yeah. No. Wait, make I put my shoes on. Make I run. See shoes when I wear now. Okay. I dey hear you.
What be the problem?
The problem when we get now, bandits don't drive us. I won't go shave my hair now. Me I wear car, make them not catch me.
Bandit?
You don't know what be bandit. They can't be journalists.
No. What is bandit? What is it?
Bandit are people when they killing innocent people. And these people now, maybe some of them not get job. I don't tell government. Say maybe they pay social to people who not get job. Not be everybody will get job. See, Africa not there equal. Me they tell you, Africa they not there equal. I don't go many countries. Now social, now they tell the control person. You they hear me now? This country just there like that, man, no, they don't come arrest me the way they arrest can know.
What is your problem? What is your problem?
My problem is the hungry. I want run.
What's your problem?
I want run. My problem is no food to eat. Bandit, they pursue. I want run. You be bandit. Why can I come run?
Like play. Shut up. Drop your comments.
Now wait till they happen. Now wait till they happen. This one done too bad. This one done.
I dey for Benin City, Edo State, South Nigeria. As they watch me now, drop your comments. To you, what did this President Tinubu do? We be say all over Nigeria. It's like some people not like him. Why some people like him? And the truth of the matter, people will not like him. Not many people like him. Now the truth of the matter be that to drop your comments. People will like the president, and people will not like the president. People will not like the president. Plus, people will like the president. Is equals to what?
Waiting they happen.
Election done they come. Oh. Now say your vote. Oh. No need to fight. Oh. Election done they come. Oh. No say your vote. Oh. No say your vote. Oh. Election done they come. Oh. No say your vote. Oh. No need to fight. Oh. People go dey complain. No say your vote. Oh. Election done they come. Oh. No say your vote. Oh. No need to fight. Oh. Election done they come. Oh. No say your vote. Oh.
So,
God, how the family?
we dey.
People go to church, they call President Tinubu. What did this President Tinubu do? People will like President Tinubu plus people will not like
I don't like
Tinubu.
him. I don't like him.
That's your own opinion.
I don't like him
Why
at
you not
all.
go like somebody,
no.
a president of a country?
No, I don't
What
like
they
him.
do?
People they suffer now. Look at this supermarket, very, very
Na
expensive.
he cost am.
Eh?
Na he cost am.
Now it cost now.
A president.
See fuel now. Fuel don't go up. Eh? Then how want to survive am?
You know,
I want to survive.
You know, that because of America and
No be because of that. Before that time, no be go announce say they remove subsidy.
why would I not
As they
like
remove
President
subsidy.
Tinubu? Why would I not? Why some people not like him?
Oga me no like am. I know what. Oga, I don't dey tell you
your
so.
own opinion
Now
be
you
that.
ask me question, how they answer you now?
I said people will like President Tinubu.
Me I no like am.
Plus people will not like
Me
him.
I no like
People will
am. See recharge card now, everything don't go up. Go market tonight, go buy tomato for market. Make you see how much they say
Na he cost
tomato.
am.
Eh?
Na President Tinubu
No,
cost
as fuel
tomatoes.
go up, na everything go
Na
up.
President Tinubu cost am.
As fuel go up, na everything go up. You don't see me I carry bag. I go buy
Why not
supermarket.
they call the governor's name?
Which
Why not
governors?
they call senators?
No be way he take do the governor. That governor say they work.
Now waiting they happen. Boss Sununa. Now waiting they happen. Boss Sunun. Now waiting they happen. Boss Sunun. Now waiting they happen. This one done too bad oh.
I just they waka everywhere. They ask people why some people don't like President Tinubu and some people like him.
You suffer too much.
Okay, you not go fit talk like that. You
said
not
you
go fit talk.
suffer
Okay,
too
Alaji,
much,
I know
Mr. Man.
you. First of all, okay, go and bring your constitution.
I beg, check my bag there. Give me
Bring
1999 federal.
Bring your 1999 constitution. I never see.
From the beginning, the big mistake when this man make, as he remove subsidy. Subsidy. He scattered this economic sector in this country so far. Let me give you a little example, Mr. Man. Before we are intermotor from here to Kano, it's the highest 4,500, 5,000 naira. Yes,
To Kanu.
yes. It's 4,500, 5,000
Are you
naira.
not lying or what? 4,000?
As my age, I would talk lie. What is my benefit? What is my benefit? Now, if you go Adwa when you enter motor go Kano, you pay 25,000 naira or 30,000 naira.
To Kanu.
If you not get, you relax or you go die there.
For what you talk to?
So please,
For what you
I
talk to?
call the attention for the Mr. Tinubu to bring back the subsidy back.
It's not possible.
Why you say so?
It's not possible. After 3 years, to
And,
bring back
and
subsidy.
so what? We don't see the benefit of that.
Wait.
I'm a citizen of this country.
A senior citizen like you, for
I'm
the past 3 years, you said the policy of this present government is not working.
Yes, actually. From here to north, 30,000 naira, which is improper, is a big international challenge to the common man. Common man is suffer.
Why you they use this 1999 constitution?
This 1999 constitution, I read this one day and night to make sure that I know my right.
To know your rights.
Quite all right.
Is waiting there here different from waiting they happen for outside?
Actually, confirm.
No. Waiting there here.
Let me tell you, section 14 in this constitution.
Section 14.
Fundamental objection and directive to the principle of the state policy. The governor, the government, and the people. Are you getting my point? Number 14A. The federal government of this country shall be a state based on the principle of democracy and social justice. The social justice. Are you experiencing the social justice in this country? Number 2, it is hereby accordingly declared that sovereign belong to the people.
Yes.
Size power belong to the masses.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So it's the primary responsibility to the government to make sure that they protect the life and property in this country. See, bandits occupy everywhere in this country.
Are you aware we have Nigerian army? Are you aware we have?
They are not.
They are
not active. They are not active. Satisfied with me or me? I'll go.
Continue with the constitution.
This is the primary and secondary responsibility to the federal government to make sure that I sleep well, I wake up well, and I eat well.
Are you not sleeping
I send
well?
my children to go school
Are you not sleeping
properly.
Well? Are you not sleeping well?
You don't sleep well. You are citizen of this country. You don't sleep well. Answer my question.
My BP high. My BP high.
Yeah, 5 pure water for him, may drink.
Bottle water.
5 pure water for him.
I got bottle water.
Pure water. I don't get money to buy.
I got bottle water.
I don't get money to buy pure bottle water for you.
Constitution. Now 1999 constitution.
It's a 1999 constitution. Not be a constitution at the read.
It's different from what they happen for outside Nigeria.
This topic alone. This topic alone is a failure to the federal government.
They never amend them.
Where now the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of the government. You experience that one?
Not be Nigeria you there.
Let's
carry this rumor of bandits and kidnappers.
It's not a rumor, Mr. Man. I'm checking. You're checking.
Come. What is rumor about that? What is rumor about that? Tell me the one way be rumor for what he don't tell you now. Is it not banditry anywhere, everywhere? As I talk to you now, full security. Now every problem we get, Nigerians cannot feed themselves any longer.
No, this man go bring 1999 constitution.
Where's the authority?
As a judge of the constitution, and I want to hear the one with the.
See what I read for him. I don't know whether he a doubt.
He said fundamental objectives and directive principle of state policy.
It's happening.
Yes. See, the primary responsibility of government now to protect life and property.
Is Nigerian government not protecting Nigerians?
0 minus 9.
That's your own opinion.
That is F9.
That's
your own opinion.
That is F9.
No.
Go ask another person.
Which kind of opinion? Come, are you saving your house? Tell me true, you sleep with your 2 eyes.
Are you threatening me?
I'm not threatening you. I'm asking you a question. Are you saving your house now?
Are you threatening me?
No.
Answer the question.
No, answer
yes
the
or
question.
No, Mr. Man. You are a citizen of this country.
Do you know how many dogs I have in my house?
Dog and
Dog.
so
I have
what?
dogs.
Okay,
And
now
so I have
wait,
20
you have dogs.
You know the share.
No,
I have dogs in my house.
you don't agree to what they talk. Say he not get safety.
Failure in the comment.
You don't have
Insecurity.
safety. You know not.
Waiting they happen.
Free pure water for him, may manage in life.
On my body they hot. On my body.
They hot. We can't even afford you water. No, not
Okay.
give water. Water is expensive.
No, may they give him.
Because of God.
Calm down.
At my age, now you they buy me sachet water. At my
You even
age.
see water drink.
At my age.
You see this?
At my age, you they give me this. You allergy. At my
I
age, you
don't
they
try the
give me.
situation in this country. I don't try.
No. At my age, now you give me this kind of sachet water.
Wait. I will not blame you. Now, because you will see this water drink.
And I own fan for you. The fan they blow you. My fan they blow
My
you.
brother, beg, take
You know
water.
what
You don't need that.
I love why I'm here.
That's what you need that. For bottled water. For
No.
Nigeria.
Why you go see the pure water?
Waiting they happen.
I beg, give me cocoyam, take.
You never correct.
You don't correct.
I know if you put sauce.
You pour here.
I know put on you. Now you're in a bag. I know they put.
I give you wazalako. I give you wazalako.
A dodgy man.
I give you wazalako.
A dodgy man.
I give you wazalako. I give you wazalako.
A dodgy man.
I give you wazalako.
A dodgy man.
I give you wazalako. You beg any? Happy. Now, for those of you who they watch us on live for Facebook, for ITV, for TikTok, this is not cocoyam. Many of you are not the chopper. Many people they call them Aka. You when they watch us, whether it be Hausa or Igbo or Yoruba, or what do they call cocoyam for your language? Drop your comments. Share them. I give you wazalako.
Waiting they happen.
How far, Claire? Oh, Claire. Share them for Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, and to serve Nigeria with all my strength. That's so it's supposed to be. We are suffering and smiling, but how you see this my car? Check this my car. How you see the car? I see you. Federal government of Nigeria, all the governors in Nigeria, all the senators, all the ministers, Nigerians are not happy. Oh, Nigerians are not happy. What to make Nigerians not happy? Hunger, inflation, corruption, insecurity.
Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Now waiting they happen. Waiting they happen.
ITV, certainly the best.
The threat of global warming is real. You have seen the destruction of lives and property as a result of incessant flooding. Make the environment a conducive place for all to live in. Stop polluting the environment. Protect the environment today. This message is brought to you courtesy Independent Television and Radio.
ITV, certainly the best.
everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the program Healthy Living. I'm Adesu Walsawage. And today we want to talk about that issue that you have with medicine. When medicine stops, because I know that some persons will say, I've been taking malaria medicines all this while and it's not working. I've been taking this drug and this drug is not working. So why is it that drugs don't work anymore? So today we have brought somebody into the studio who's going to be telling us a lot about this, okay? And our topic for today is antimicrobial resistance. Simply put, when medicines stop working. And I have with me in the studio a former head medical laboratory services, Federal Neuropsychiatric Hospital, Benin City, and she is presently a lecturer at the Department of Medical Laboratory Sciences, University of Benin. Join me, people, to welcome Dr. Precious Etiosa Ikpo. It's a pleasure to have you join us today, Doctor.
Thank you, Adesua, for having me.
Thank you. And you know, this topic we want to talk about today is a problem to a lot of persons. You hear people complain, oh, I've taken this medicine, I've taken that medicine, and this ailment is still there, is still persisting. So talk to us, doctor. Why the topic is very important. That is, why do medicines stop working? Antimicrobial resistance. So talk to us about it. Walk us through this journey.
Okay. Thank you very much, Adesua, for
You're
having
welcome.
me. Medicine, yes, a lot of people complain that medicine no longer work, which is true in some cases. I want to talk about antimicrobial resistance because that's mostly the complaint we have these days. Why medicine do not work?
Yes, tell us.
Because we abuse these medications. Now, talking about antimicrobial, these are agents, these are medicine that are used to treat a specific kind of ailment. Let's be particular now, bacteria. When you are treating bacteria, you use antibiotics. You are treating viruses, you use antivirus. You are treating fungi, you use antifungi. These are germs, these names we are calling, these are germs that microorganisms that you cannot see with the naked eyes. And so there are specific medications that have been formulated to work for them. Now, why wouldn't it work? If this medicine are not taken for what it's supposed to be taken for, it will not work. Why won't it work? If this medication is abused or misused, why won't it work? If this medication is not taken when it should be taken, why won't it work? If the right professional, the healthcare professional, is the advice of the healthcare professional is not sought for, why won't it work? If adequate medical laboratory investigation is not done to guide diagnostic process and treatment, you have a whole lot of these problems.
And unfortunately, most of us don't even have use for medical lab services and all of that, because nearly everybody is a medical doctor now.
Wow.
We treat ourselves. Once you, oh, I have a headache. All right, ChatGPT, we talk to ChatGPT, we get an answer, we get drugs, and off we go.
Yeah.
So talk to us, doctor. Why is it that AMR is growing global and local, is a growing global and local health threat?
Just
Why?
like I said earlier, microorganisms, they are everywhere, and they can move from place to place.
Yes.
And so the world is a global village. We have urbanization and westernization and the rest.
So we
people
move around.
As they move around, they are also moving with these organisms, which have now become resistant to the agents that usually take care of them. And so, because of that, even if you are in Lagos or you are in London, it can get to you.
Because people move.
Because people move. And these organisms have become resistant.
So how do we protect ourselves now?
This thing that you are doing, awareness.
Okay.
The first thing is awareness. You do not go and take medication, especially antimicrobial, without healthcare provider guiding you, the right healthcare provider guiding you. You must be aware of that. And number two, if you are taking medication, you must, like I said, you must follow what was advised by the healthcare provider.
There are some
medications they tell you, you take the first dose now. In the next 8 hours, that's when you should take it. In the next 8 hours, you take the next one, because there's something that wants to be broken in that organism.
And so you must follow
the regimen. If you don't follow the regimen, there are some persons, which I feel we'll talk about later, once they start feeling okay, they just throw it away.
You are talking to some of us.
And so because of that, we have issues. So to protect ourselves, public awareness about the dangers of not completing the dosage of whatever medication, public awareness on the need for proper medical laboratory diagnosis, seeing a physician so that the physician will guide you on what to do.
Okay, when it comes to the issue of misuse, overuse, overdose, and all of that, some persons don't know. I'll tell you something. Just last week, I walked into a pharmacy to get, I needed PCM.
Okay.
And I just walked into the pharmacy to get, and I heard the nurse wearing a scrub, who is obviously not a nurse in practice, maybe a nurse in name, telling the person who came for medication to say, if you take her once like that, you know, because I clearly saw the drugs. It's something you take, maybe every 2 hours, or they say, take her once. They don't write antibiotics for you, make her give you. And then she went ahead to give this person antibiotics. And I didn't want somebody to beat me that hot afternoon, so I was like, why would this nurse, obviously an auxiliary or somebody who is not even qualified at all, just because you're wearing a scrub, prescribing medicine for somebody who came to buy a certain drugs, and she is adding other drugs to that person, and this person will go home now and take all of those drugs at once, not knowing if he has overdosed himself, if he has underdosed himself, or if he's misusing this drug. So some persons don't even know that this is what they are doing. Explain to us, doctor, in clear terms, how that person out there will know that, look, I'm overdosing myself, I'm misusing, I'm overusing, I'm not doing the right thing about this drug.
I will still go back to what I said earlier. You should seek the services of a professional.
Which is very hard for most people to do.
Yes, I can't do what you are doing now because it is not my profession. And in medicine, there are different, it's a collaborative work. There are medical doctors, med lab scientists, nurses, pharmacists, and the like. They all have their various functions and roles. So you as an individual who knows he needs medical attention should not go to anyhow place or any person. Because I used this drug for my child last week, it worked, and this is how they took it, then I will take it. Oh, somebody is having a boy somewhere here. Once you just take that red and yellow capsule, it will just clear. This public awareness that you are doing is something that must be continuous. You can't stop not doing it.
Even with the public awareness, doctor, I can tell you for free that people still do what they want to do as far as approaching medical services is concerned. Okay, look at it, for instance. I was at a UBTH facility, and somebody was brought in almost dead, and before the doctors came, the person was gone, and the next thing is, they don't kill him. Okay, why did you wait? Because going for medical services is one thing that most people don't like to do. They see it as a big man thing, and then they wait until you have just I will explain it now. So thin line between life and death before you start running. Emergency, emergency. And where do they go to? They go to government hospital, and then all of that happens. So between that time and the time of rushing that person to the hospital, why would somebody not seek medical attention in a proper hospital? You and I know that there are lots and lots of room and parlor hospitals everywhere, and there are so many room and parlor, pharmacy, chemist, whatever name they want to call it. Now, how do we begin to disabuse the minds of people out there who still feel like, and this has got nothing to do with education or how educated the person is. So how do we begin to disabuse the minds of people on the need to seek medical attention, to use their drugs as they should?
Okay, this one.
It's a big one, yeah?
Well, You know, the place of policymakers cannot be overemphasized.
You're right.
Let's be frank with ourselves. Yes, we are doing awareness. There should be increased awareness, but there should be institutional policy. There should be policy on health. And you know, many people, I don't know if that is a good enough reason when it has to do with life. They think about the time you are going to spend in UBTH, the time I'm going to spend in the hospital. They think about the finances, not forgetting that health is wealth. So all these factors, plus lack of awareness, is all that is making people not to seek medical attention. Maybe some persons, they look at, yes, I've talked about the finances and all that. And we know we have, ideally, when people think about going to tertiary, big hospital like tertiary institution, they think about the time. So we're supposed to have primary health care centers close by where people can access good medical care.
There are primary health care centers that are functional, but people still don't use it.
How many people are aware of their primary health care center close to them? Do you know the one close to you?
I know.
Okay, because
I know.
You go out of your way
to me.
Yeah, because you go out of your way to know.
People know, but I don't know the mentality behind the idea of let's go to this one chemist and buy this thing.
It's quick.
Let's go.
There's no delay, and it seems to be cheaper. And so they can just give you. And sometimes what happens, like when you take some medication, maybe somebody has a fungal infection, for example, and they just give him a cream for bacteria. They just rub it and the face is burning. They say, it has burned too. It's already going, and they just leave it. So because sometimes they get quick, they feel they have gotten quick healing or quick response, and so they don't see the need to go until it becomes worse, because many of all these infections, many of all these things, they are latent to be hidden. At the beginning, it's like when you have a child and the child when a child is having temperature and you give the child paracetamol, the temperature comes down, right? And the child starts jumping about. But the underlying pathology is still there. That is how it is. So people need to be aware of the need to get medical attention, and policymakers, the hospitals should be accessible, available, friendly, and this NHI is available for everybody, but how many persons are aware of it? I had cause to speak with some family members. You have 5 already. Go and register with NHIs. Once you have 5, whether you are a government worker or not, so that you can access quality care.
You know the crazy thing about this one is that why should I pay for something that I may not even use? You know, that is the mentality. I've interviewed a couple of persons and they're like, why should I key into this insurance scheme when I may not, and my family members may not? You know, that kind of a thing.
So we will not stop talking, because you may not use it. One day your family member will
use it.
You may not use it. Your mom, your dad, as they grow older, they may use it. And what is wrong is just registering, because we don't own life. We don't know what the next issue that may arise. So when it arises, that's when you should start running better scatter. So we cannot stop the need for continuous public awareness, whether on air, whether anywhere. We must not stop. And we have to also help people to understand that they already know that health is wealth. However, we need to keep encouraging them, because they look at the money, they look at the time, they look at, sister nurse can help me. And there should and there should be policy on those other small, I don't want to say other health facilities that are not. They shouldn't do what they are not.
Call them room and parlor health facilities.
Well, I do not. I don't know,
because there are so many now.
So there should be we know there are rules and regulations, but it should be properly enforced. Because we are actually giving people false hope. Because you say, I don't go one hospital there, but they don't have what
Okay, briefly, we'll talk about giving children life, like the example you made, giving children PCM, and then the temperature comes down, the child starts running around. But do you know that a lot of persons don't even know when to give their children PCM? Oh, your body they hot, they have given that child PCM. They can give that child like 2 or 3 times in a day. Please, we're going to go on a break now. When we come back, you will just explain to us step by step the need for people, the need for mothers, the need for men to be very careful the way they take drugs, the way drugs are administered, and of course where they go to seek help. All right, doctor, before I ask you the next question, I asked you something before we went on air, just for the purpose of emphasis and more understanding. Please walk us through the step by step on the need for us to know how to take our drugs, when to take it, how to take it, when to stop, and all of that. Just if you want to speak pidgin, please do. In a layman's language, how to say this is what to do, this is what not to do. Because like you mentioned before, if I'm taking the drugs and I feel better, I will not complete it. and that is how it is with a lot of persons. I beg, I don't well, because I don't like to swallow drugs. Oh. But in recent times, I'm being compelled to. You understand? There is no escape. You just have to. And these drugs are regimented. Okay? Yeah, regimented. So now, walk that person through, who is also behaving like the way he or she wants. Okay, because maybe hearing from a doctor will make more impact. Okay, the example I can use is when you look at these germs. Now, let me use the word germs, microorganisms. It's like the way when a human being is growing up, there are stages in life. There's a time that a child is able to sit. There's a time that the child is able to start getting up and all that. So these microorganisms or whatever thing that is causing the ailment, if we are dealing, because we are dealing with antimicrobials now, we're dealing with germs now. They all have different life process, they have stages, they have different features that just like the way you and I, we are living and functioning. Microorganisms have a system that they are using to survive. And so people who design this medication, they either design medication that will affect either a particular stage or a particular part. And this thing takes a process. So if, for example, I'm on antivirus and the first 2 days I start feeling better, that does not mean that the virus is completely dead. Benin woman, when you kill a millipede, or when you hit a millipede and you cut it and it will still be waggling now. Yes. Or maybe you don't cut it completely. No, when it will still be waggling. When you are killing chicken, you are cutting the neck. You have not fully cut it. Some can still be jumping. Of course it will jump. That's how microorganisms are. So when you start the medication and you start feeling better, that does not mean that it is completely healed. So it's important you start and finish. Abundantly important that you must complete it, and according to how the healthcare professional has advised you. Qualified healthcare professional has advised you. You must follow it because there is a process for each stage. Fantastic. All right, this question affects all of us. Now, the impact of AMR on patients, on families and healthcare system is what I want you to talk about now, doctor. AMR is a global problem. That's antimicrobial resistance. AMR is a growing global problem. In fact, it's one of the biggest health challenges. You cannot imagine up to about 1.27 million people have this issue. And about 5 million people have issues of AMR and the rest globally. And so the impact is gross. The impact on the patient, longer stay in the hospital. Because the medication that was supposed to work before within a particular time range has been distorted. And so the patient have to stay longer in the hospital. And you know the implication of staying in the hospital. It's not comfortable. It's not at home. It's not usually a pleasant so there will be emotional stress. There will be a lot of issues associated with staying in the hospital. Then on the relations, economic loss. Because when a person is taking care of a sick person who should have maybe just do 3 days in the hospital and the person is doing 1 month, there's emotional stress, there's economic stress, there's financial stress, and a whole lot of that. Then on the hospital, longer stay. Because, okay, we have a lot of persons who need medical care. And one person is there because the person is occupying space. So you need more resources. You need higher medication. Then the personnel are overworked.
So if you combine all this,
it's a lot.
It's a lot. Then on the side of the government, you have to spend more money. People now start saying the hospitals do not have enough facility, they don't this, they don't that. Yes, I know we should improve on all that. But if we do not follow the regimen,
if the individual refuse to do the needful,
handling AMR, antimicrobial resistance, it's not just the doctor or the family, it's everybody's business, because antimicrobial resistance issue affects everybody regardless of age, whether it's a baby, whether it's an adult, whether he's rich, whether he's poor, whether he lives in Nigeria or he lives in UK, he lives in Australia, it is global. So we have to come together because this impact, it affects across board.
All right, doctor, as we round up now, what's the way forward?
The way forward is this. Let's not misuse medications. Let's ensure that we meet professionals, medical professionals, who we see to our issues. Let's ensure we have, for the medical laboratory, there must be adequate medical laboratory investigation to give guidance, so that you will not waste time in doing trial and error. Because when you do tests, you know exactly what the problem is, and you can guide. The doctors cannot be guided because they are going to add other things that they have observed to that, to make sure that the patient is properly treated. And we should do more awareness, just like you are doing. We should, those of us that are aware, we should make the sacrifice to encourage people to go for proper medical care, to follow the regimen that has been given, not to throw it away. And as mothers, as fathers, as uncles and as aunties, monitor your people when they are on medication. Be the accountability partner. Not that your husband is taking drugs, you say his drug is there and you walk away. And you count it. Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 drugs. Okay, you're supposed to take every day. So you go and be checking it. Though some people can still throw maybe
throw some under the
those people that throw under the
pillow and under the bed.
And you can bring out videos, films, more talk for people to see the implication. Like yesterday, I saw something on somebody's status. Though it's outside this topic, it was on this cigarette, what the cigarette does, smoking does to the lung. If you see the animation, very vivid, you can also let people see if you take your medication like this is what happens in the system with the microorganism, and this is how it gets better. But if you stop this way, this is what happens. I believe with all that, with more finances provided for health care, encouraging people to go and get their NHIS and all that, life will be better.
Okay, doctor, this is where I say thank you so much for finding time to be with us on the show. We'll do this again because, like you said, we must keep this enlightenment campaign and awareness story so that people will understand how to take good care of themselves. Thank you so much. All right, people.
Thank you.
Your health is in your hands. Do with it what you will, but it will be sweet if you do what is good and what is right. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
ITV, certainly the best.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin aqua seed. Ayo or aqua game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
ITV. ITV, certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
It is Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji. The Edo State Security Squad has mandated business owners in Edo State to install closed-circuit television cameras, popularly known as CCTV, in order to support the government of the day in the fight against insecurity in the state. And inspection and implementation will commence on August 1. Let's go talk to some persons and hear what they have to say about this development and what it means for business owners. It is a Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji.
Security is a collective responsibility, and Edo State government is committed to this. It's a good development on the issue of the deadline for CCTV cameras across all businesses in Edo State. Globally, technology drives the world, and this is a welcome tool, particularly when these solutions are off-grid. They will be powered through solar, and this will help to ensure that there's 24-hour security and through the landscape of the 18 local government, 3 senatorial districts of Edo State. This, I think, will improve security in our state, and will help security agencies across the state to secure lives and properties. It's a welcome development, and I think every well-meaning citizen of Edo State should be committed to this vision. CCTV camera is all over the place presently. You have the very high end and you have the very low end, and I think every single person we should start driving towards this. The United Kingdom, CCTV camera is everywhere. Property owners, business institutions, everyone is gathered because there's not enough security to power the world. But if this is welcomed, then you just have base stations that will be cut across the variable security agencies, and this can help to improve secure lives and properties in the state. Before now, CCTV cameras used to be very expensive, but now it has become more affordable because there are more players in the industry and it's everywhere. You now have CCTV cameras that can be powered by solar, unlike previously before now when it was just through conventional electricity. I think these are all accessible and affordable depending on what you want. And technology handles innovation and technology in respect of what transpires in Edo State. And I think private investors will be very glad to dabble into this ecosystem and space to ensure that there's provision of these CCTV cameras in the state and at very, very affordable rate.
Or having CCTV around your business place is no longer a luxury. Is a necessity for all business owners, even for residential purpose, because the presence of CCTV cameras around your premises deter criminals from even committing crime in the first place, because criminals don't want to commit crime where they know that they are being monitored. So that's one. Another reason is that should in case anything bad happens around your business premises, the CCTV footage will give you an evidence as to what happened, how it happened, and who was involved. Taking, for example, the incident that happened at a vegetable market along Airport Road. Even though the CCTV footage was not clear enough, which I want to emphasize that when business owners are looking at installing CCTV surveillance in their business place, they should go for quality cameras and employ the services of a professional to install. So even though that footage was not that clear enough, but it gave a clue to those investigating as to how they went about to apprehend those criminals. So I will encourage all business owners and even your homes have CCTV cameras around. The law of supply and demand. When the supply is now much, the price tends to go up. But around To have a good camera, we have different type of camera. We have a standalone camera. We have these cameras that you wired around your premises. So if you are going for a standalone camera, the one that uses solar panel, because of the power issue in our country, so you can go for that. But actually, that is not for real-time surveillance, or that is not actually made for surveillance. It's just to monitor your premises or your site or your property once in a while. So around 150 or 170 to 180, you can get a standalone camera. Initially, you would think you are making a very huge expenses, but in the long run, it will pay you. Because take for example, something bad happens in your premises, and you cannot provide exactly or a footage to show how it happens. You will end up spending more in maybe damage control or trying to get those property that has been stolen. So I don't think we should see it as a big expenses for us to incur. It should be part of our company infrastructure. So in the long run, it pays in the long run. Of course, it's a welcome development. I actually commend the effort of the Edo State government bringing that up. In fact, I even want him to go to extend it. Let us have CCTV cameras along major streets in Edo State. We call it street surveillance. In Lagos, most of the streets, they now use it for even traffic control. So along major streets, major road in Edo State should have CCTV camera. Then we now have a central control where all of these cameras, they are being watched 24/7. It helps to even stop crime from happening in the first place. Because before an incident even happens, you hear from the control, they will send an alarm or an alert to the security agencies.
A call by the governor of Edo State that all business owners should have CCTV cameras in their businesses, as far as I'm concerned, is a welcome development. It's something that, if implemented to the letter, will help to reduce the level of criminality that we have in the state here. When we talk about developed countries, what makes them different is that when people commit crime, you are able to trace them because there are cameras that are installed virtually everywhere. If you look at those kidnappers that were arrested in Abuja recently, about 13 or 14 of them, the reason why the police was able to break through in that operations they carried out was as a result of the CCTV camera that was in the house where they went to. And the police was able to identify one or two of the persons to say, we know these ones. And through those ones, they were able to, apprehend the other criminals. I agree completely with the government that people who are setting up businesses should strive to also help government in the area of security by putting CCTV, not just businesses alone, even in your houses, because it will go a long way to eradicate even minor crimes, talk less of violent crimes in the society. Some people may say, because of the economic reality, it may be very difficult, but I don't think CCTV is too expensive. Anybody who's setting up a business should impute the cost of a closed circuit, television into his cost, and I know it will go a long way to help. Like, I'll give you an instance. I had something happen in my hotel some years ago. Someone came at night when the hotel people were not very vigilant as at that time. We were able to trace who came when we had to replay the CCTV camera. Not just only in the event of crime. Even when you have to review things that have happened in your absence, the CCTV camera becomes handy. So I commend the governor for it, and I always say the government should not make it punitive that people who do not have it, they should give them some time because of the harsh economic situation. Give people time to implement it, and that time will be up to like 6 months from now. But to think about it in the overall, I think it is a welcome development to say that there should be CCTV camera. It's not only for the governor, it is only to the benefit of the business owners. Yes, when there is massive increase in demand, like the basic laws of supply and demand. When there's massive increase in demand, the regular businessman will want to take advantage of it and try to cash in on it. But I think that those people who are the suppliers and the installers of the CCTV camera shouldn't do that. They should look at the overall benefit that government is trying to achieve by asking everybody to have CCTV cameras. And by the way, CCTV cameras are not sold only in Edo State, it's sold all over the country. So if you increase the price in Edo State, will they increase the price in Delta? Will they increase the price in Lagos? Will they increase the price in Abuja? So you don't have to necessarily buy your CCTV camera from a particular source. You can get it from anywhere and get installers to still install it. You will achieve the same purpose.
Sequel to the issue of the CCTV camera that has been introduced, to be owned by all business owners, it's a good thing. And even in residence, I think for me, it's not a bad idea. It is something that has been there for a very long time. It's just that we here inside of this part of this continent of the world, we don't take some of these things into cognizance. Overseas, with CCTV camera, you can also find that exactly, ugly event or any criminal, event that has taken place, through CCTV camera, you can always detect who and the person who committed such a crime. So it's a good thing. For me, I think the time is too short. We should be able to allow it, we should extend the time. Because when something like this comes in, but I think probably they are just trying to use it. Federal government trying to use it to make sure that people quickly, buy into it. But we are going to buy into it because it's going to help our business too. And for me now, I'm a business person. I'm into petroleum business. You know what I'm saying? MD Dogma Petroleum Nigeria Limited. So with this kind of CCTV camera, we'll be able to know, should the case anything that goes wrong in our business premises, we'll be able to find out exactly that this is exactly how it happens and have details about it. So it's a good thing. For me, I appeal to the federal government for it to be extended. You know what I'm saying right now, and also the state government too as well, to make sure that this thing is every business owner comply with it, because it's going to help us because of the insecurity in the country. This kind of situation right now that there is need for us to always have evidence of anything that happened, because sometimes things happen, even houses. I will advise that this should be applicable to all houses in the state, if possible. So that is it. So it's a good idea. Despite politics or despite anybody that is in government, sometimes we always get it wrong because this party is this, party A is this, party B is this. When they introduce anything, we want to try to truncate it for like this. I won't truncate it because even if I'm an ADC member, I see it to be a good thing to all of us. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good idea, and it's well welcome. And I buy into it.
CCTV camera being put in the house in the office by the state government is really a welcome development, because let me give for instance, if not the CCTV camera that happened in that vegetable market, by now even the eyewitness will be difficult to locate. So I commend them. I really commend the state for putting it on us to make it compulsory for every businessman to have CCTV camera. We once are even advising people before. Because for here, it's not too cost. That solar CCTV camera, at least with 70,000 and above, if everybody everybody get it, it can go a long way. Even all of us that have a business, we are even putting it in our office. But not like, they should make it compulsory for the landlord for outside the house, while the tenant inside their own office. Just only anything concerning government sometimes, some people can take advantage of it to influence pain into us. If the government can say a child patient to extend it to 6 months, we can still really welcome development.
The Edo State government bringing this development of installing security camera, it will help to reduce crime in the society. Please, I will still beg our fellow business people to go and install security camera in their business premises. If anybody is coming to attack you, when he see camera, at least he will change his mind. He know that the camera is going to record everything that is going to take place in that place. They may back out, they may not attack you. It's a welcome development. I thank the Edo State government for bringing this idea for everybody to have CCTV camera in their business premises. It will help to fight against insecurity. Any business person that does not have security camera in their business place by now, well, they should think twice. They should go and get it too. No matter how cost it is, they should go and try and get one for theirs. For me, I was a security expert. I have this security camera long time ago. Because even every place, all the bits that I normally cover, I must place 1 or 2 CCTV cameras to assist my workers. And I know what I've benefited from it. Since the installation, I've benefited a lot of things. Because that is my last man standing for my job. Now the Edo State government said that people should go and install. People should embrace it. They should be happy. We still use this medium to beg the Edo State government. We know the way people do things now. Since the governor ordered that everybody should go and have CCTV camera in their place, they should give them time so that they should go and look for money so that they can get one for themselves.
Yes, on this issue of CCTV, because I've heard a lot of different versions of it from different persons talking. The truth is, there is no law as of today mandating any person to put CCTV in his house. Let's get that one first. Or in his business premises. No, let's get it clear. So it is not a criminal act not to have one in your business premises. However, it is a good thing to have one. So when the Edo State Civil Security Corps advised people or instructed people to put CCTV cameras in their business premises, it is to aid, it is to assist the security situation in the state to be able to get, when they are looking for valuable intel, they can come to your business premises and say, please, can we review your tape? Something happened around here yesterday. So something like that. But again, for it to work, you must also enlighten the people you are telling to put CCTV cameras in their business premises. It's not every person that even understands what kind of camera we're talking of. CCTV cameras, they come in different varieties. Now, there is CCTV camera that just run live, that you can watch it from wherever you are on your phone, on your gadgets. It does not record, it does not back up to any server or any database. For such, I don't think that is what we are looking for just now. What we are looking for just now, what the State Security Corps is looking for, is the type that has a backup storage. Either the camera itself has a SD card, memory card, where you can store information, maybe 24 hours information. There are also those that store for a week. There are those that can go for a month. So it depends on what you programmed it to store. So I think those State Security Corps ought to also, they said that asking us to do this, they should also go in and look at what they are asking for. They should tell us what they are asking for, because they need our assistance as private businessmen who have business premises here and there. They should be able to tell us what they need from us. Don't just say run CCTV camera. You should be able to tell us which type minimally you are looking for that will be able to be of use for the state. So if, for example, I were to advise, we need something that even have a cloud backup storage. The cloud backup storage is unlimited. You may pay for it. I think the states can actually have one where every person's data from your own office can back up to it, so that they can access it on their own without having to come to you in your office. If they need to check your site, they just zoom into your area and they're able to check from your own backup. I saw something in one of the states, I think it's Enugu State, where the IG of police went there, and when he saw what they had, the state government had put in place in the area of CCTV, he was amazed, he was marveled. Said there is hardly any part of the state that was not covered. You have cameras that can cover as much as 4 kilometers straight, so that if you are in Ring Road, you can see the camera once it's pointing towards Akbava, for example, you can see up to Second Junction. Then you have another one at Second Junction that is pointing down towards the bridge, like that. So you don't have to have it everywhere, but you can see, so you can zoom when you want a particular area. You can just zoom and you are able to capture what is happening in that area. So the state ought to also have its own. We saw some, see, this is one of the problems some of us are seriously worried about. There were a lot of monies wasted or spent, let me not use the word wasted now, spent during the Obaseki era for this same thing that we are now asking people to do by themselves. Because when you ask people to do it, you ask them to spend money. And during Obaseki's era, I saw it on TV. he showed it. It was shown on TV that Edo State now has a security monitoring room where they can monitor each major junctions in Benin City. All these new street lights that they fixed there, they had cameras attached to them that could zoom very far. It was attached to those street lights. Unfortunately, as soon as the Obaseki tenure ended, we didn't see those street lights again. Whether they were put here on contract, I don't know if they were put here on contract or something, or whether they were vandalized. Those properties, they belong to Edo State. It's not one person, it's nobody donated them. They were never, I didn't hear any time they say, oh, it was donated by this man. So where this man is going, he will take it. No, it's public property. If a person is living, you refer to any property as public property, that property should be there, no matter the government in power. Whether it is APC, PDP, SYZ, it doesn't matter. Any property purchased with public money should remain there, no matter which government takes over. So if we had CCTV cameras in major junctions during the Obaseki era that we saw, they were there, and they are no longer there, somebody should be able to ask questions, where are those cameras? Before we now begin to tell people to support. See, what you're asking us to do is support, but you who is asking people to support, you must carry the major load first. That is how it is in every sphere of life. If you call me to support you with anything, I must see you that I'm going to support. You are already there in front. I'm not going to join you. But if you say bring the CCTV camera, meanwhile you that is coming, you don't even have anything to show for what you are not serious. That is the truth. This my office, for example. The owner, the landlord, already informed me a while ago that he wants to put CCTV camera even before the state government brought out this directive that CCTV camera should be put in every business premises. He had already said he wanted to put it there, but he has not been able to know which type to put, because even to get the type to put, he doesn't know. He is still asking questions. So that is where these are areas where the government can direct people. You will be able to say, oh, if you can get anything from this grade to this grade, we would appreciate it. It will be of help to us. It will be of use to us. Then if there's another office, if there's an office that we can also link our CCTV to, you let us know those offices that where we link our offices to. We want to feel safe. If I put a CCTV camera outside my office here, I want to be sure that it will be of use if something happens tomorrow. It is of no use if I have a CCTV camera and something happens, we cannot go back to the data because we don't have the proper, it doesn't have the, it's not the type that ought to be there. So the government ought to tell us which type they are looking for, which type they have also provided that we are supporting and we are going to add to. It will be of great help to those states, to Benin City, not just Benin City, because he said they're all over the state. To be of great help to all of us. If, for example, and there's an armed robbery or kidnapping attack here now, before the person gets to Ring Road, there should be more than 10, 20 cameras that have seen that person and his kind of vehicle that cannot give description. Because something that what happened that day at Veto Market was we were able to capture their faces and everything because of the camera that was in the other compound. From the other side, they were able to see what was going on, as if you were watching a movie. That is why it is desirable to have a CCTV camera, but it can only be useful if you have the right type. There are CCTV cameras that are just live. As you are putting it, it's going away, unless you have a backup storage for it. So you need to also tell us how and where we can back up and store the information that is caught, and how long we need to store this information that is caught on this camera. I think that is what we need to do. Thank you.
The installation of CCTV cameras by business owners in Edo State is actually a welcome development from the response of the people we actually spoke to in regards to this. And I must say, despite the fact the government of the day is asking citizens and business owners to install CCTV cameras in their businesses, I must also say that as an individual, it is something that you can personally do for yourself in order to enhance the security and also to be aware of the things happening in your environment, in your business, even in your houses, while you are not there. So I urge you with this opportunity that you should also see it as a welcome development to install CCTV cameras in your businesses, in your houses, in order to support the government of the day in the fight against insecurity in the state. It is Viewpoint on ITV. I am Caroline Okonji, saying to you many thanks for watching. Bye for now.
ITV, certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's another beautiful episode of your favorite Rendezvous for Guys on television, and I'm talking about the Guys Hangout Show on independent television, reaching you live from Benin City, Edo State, Southside Nigeria, West Side Africa. Now, for starters, the Guys Hangout Show is a very, very interesting show that teaches men to put themselves first in a society where nobody cares about the feelings of men. All right, so we encourage men to prioritize themselves. I believe that it's only when you invest in yourself that you can give out to those around you. After all, you can't give what you don't have. My name is Harry Agboje, and of course, it's my pleasure to have you join me on another beautiful episode of the show. Now, tonight I've got two gentlemen with me. Of course, they've been with me before, and we're doing this again. And let me begin with the one that sits far away from me. All right? To my far left is someone that is really passionate about everything that concerns guys. Okay, he goes by the name of Osas Zabi.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. It's great to be here again today.
And it's great to have you.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, and of course, seated next to Zabayo is someone else who is also very passionate about masculinity. He goes by the name of Benedict Ochagu. It's good to have you on the show, bro.
Were you thinking about it?
No, I was actually looking for a better way to introduce you.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure being here, knowing that you are listening and watching us from the comfort of your home.
Absolutely.
We are once again here.
Okay, so gentlemen, we have something really serious to talk about. It's one of those very controversial subjects. And of course, you know that we live in a controversial era where certain things tend to offend certain people. Okay, so as guys, we come across some terms that we use, and some persons just get offended. And one of such terms is, jealousy and insecurity. All right. Now there seems to be a thin line between both. How would you define jealousy, and how would you define insecurity? Some persons believe that both of them are the same thing. Now, what's your take? How do you see both words? Do you think, they are the same, or do you think one is good and the other one is bad? So let me just hear your thoughts on that. Let me begin with you, Zabi.
Yeah. Okay. Like you said, actually, there's really a thin line between both of them. For someone being jealous and someone being insecure.
Yeah.
But they come from two different emotional standpoints. So I believe for jealousy is actually the very evil one. Everybody talks about evil is the sin, but the Bible has never talked about insecurity. The Bible has not told us that insecurity is a sin. But for jealousy, the Bible stands against that. Even the Quran.
Is jealousy a sin?
Yeah, of course, it's a sin. It's a sin. Now, how is jealousy a sin? Now, I see you progressing. I see something in you that I want, and because of that, I start hating.
Okay.
I start getting angry. I start having what ladies call mood swing.
Okay.
Because I'm seeing something in you that I need but I can't have. So that is the standpoint of jealousy.
Okay.
Now, insecurity, basically, for me, I think or I believe that insecurity comes from me not having something, but you feeling I have something to offer, and then I now have to try to prove to you that I have something to offer, knowing deep down within myself that I'm totally empty. So at that moment, I become very insecure. So, insecurity as an emotion is something that can actually be worked on, and there are no casualties in the game. But for jealousy, then you might record casualties.
Oh, really?
You might record casualties. But for insecurities, you might not record casualties. It's just that maybe you can learn on yourself, maybe balance up where you're lacking and all that. But for jealousy, there most likely will be casualties. When I make casualty, someone might definitely get hurt, or you might want to go into any means to make sure that. I think we're having a discussion backstage about a particular firm where most persons are fighting themselves and all that.
Okay.
This stems from jealousy, not insecurity.
Not insecurity.
You understand?
So jealousy is the bad one, not insecurity.
Exactly.
All right,
that's how I want to put it.
Okay.
let me put that disclaimer.
That's a fair way to put it. But let me hear what Benedict has to say. He just said that insecurity is not necessarily a bad thing, but jealousy is actually the destructive one. What's your take on that?
I don't agree.
Okay.
The reason is, for me, first let me say that I think you have broadened the context of this discourse.
Okay.
I thought I don't know whether I'm the one that misread it.
Okay.
It was supposed to be about in the context of love, relationship, and all that.
Yeah, of course, you could also do what
But
in
you are
narrate
broadening
to
it, which is
romance.
a nice, which is a nice thing to do. But again, like Zabi tried to talk about the fact that jealousy is the bad thing. No, for me, jealousy is not bad. What Zabi was explaining in his analysis is envy. Jealousy is not a bad thing. Even God is a jealous God.
Yeah, I was going to make reference to how the Holy Book says that God, the Creator himself, is jealous.
Yeah, there is jealousy is not a bad thing, but again, in context, in grammatical context, some people seem to use interwove envy and jealousy.
I think it's the same thing that people do to the word pride. When you say someone is proud, you could be proud in a good way. Like I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of my accomplishments. But proud could also mean arrogance. Right? So I guess that's the same thing that applies to.
So in context, for me, jealousy, if it is for romance, jealousy is not totally a bad thing.
Okay.
Because when you love, there will be elements of jealousy triggered in you. No matter how much you try to say, me, I don't care. If another man wants to have her, the man should have her. There must be something triggered in you. That is an offshoot of love.
Okay, so that's healthy.
That's healthy. But when it is taken beyond the boundary of relevance into insecurity. Insecurity, like he was trying to say, tends to be something, to be a function of an inner defect. And so we cannot excuse it.
And what inner defect are we talking about? Could it be
inner defect of
low
emptiness,
self-esteem?
like he talked about emptiness and low self-esteem. And when it comes to men, when it comes to low self-esteem for men and emptiness, we must stay and address it, because we cannot allow men to be empty.
Yeah.
We cannot allow men to be bereaved of ideas. And so because of the position, the sacrosanct nature or the sacrosanct position that men occupy, because of how important the position of men in society are, I will always advocate that men deal with the problem of insecurity. Because what breeds witchcraft sometimes is insecurity. It may seem to be an innocent word, but if it is unbridled, it can lead to a whole lot of other things.
Damage.
Like Zabi was trying to say that it can be managed, which is the correct thing. Every man has an element of insecurity in him. You can't pretend about that. But if you have also the ability to manage it and put it under control, means that you have something beyond the insecurity itself. It means there's an element in you that is more powerful than insecurity. But if you are stuck with insecurity alone, that's a big problem.
Okay.
Right? So that is what we are trying to say, that love comes with a portion of jealousy. But insecurity with men, especially when it comes to do with a general workplace, can lead to so many things. For me, I want to say that instead of being insecure, work on yourself. Grow. When you grow, you will now find out that the next person is not your problem. That your problem was actually lack of growth.
Okay.
If Zabi is trying to do certain things, the reason why I will be feeling insecure when Zabi comes around to do his thing is that there is no value currency that I can also bring that will make me relevant around Zabi.
So you feel threatened by his presence?
I feel threatened by what he's doing. But if I have value currency, and then he's shining his shine, and I'm shining my own shine, then that self-esteem narrative will be, gradually to erode away, and will become better off, will become partners and not just competitors.
Yeah. All right.
So can I quickly let me strike on a part, because I believe that's where most of us want to really miss it.
Okay.
We believe that anything that has God in it is good. When the Bible says God is a jealous God, that doesn't make jealousy good. Because what happens to the people, if you now read it completely, what happens to the people that defect? The Bible tells you what happened to them, right? So that shows you that jealousy is bad. Because God now being a jealous God means that if you now give what is due him to somebody else, there's a repercussion.
Okay.
Which something happens. You
The
understand?
problem is with the repercussion.
Then there is always a repercussion. There is always something.
All
So
right.
that's what I'm talking about. There's always casualties.
Okay.
So just God being a jealous God, there's always casualties.
Okay.
Well, Christians are not casualties.
All right. I think I quite agree.
You're not getting it.
Sometimes just in language, lexical context.
Yeah.
Sometimes the Bible was interpreted from the Hebrew and Greek.
Okay.
Sometimes the right word may not even be jealousy.
You see.
You understand? But okay, we are not here for Bible study.
All right, in case you're just joining us, it is the Guys Hangout Show on independent television, and the topic for tonight is jealousy versus insecurity. Now, you just said, Zabi, that wherever there's jealousy, there is likely going to be casualties, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I would like to ask you this. What would you rather have? A woman who's not jealous, a woman who doesn't quite care what you do with other women, or one who raises an eyebrow the moment she suspects that you're entertaining the advances of another woman?
Okay. So, so I think that's bringing to the context of relationship right now. So, but for a relationship, I would always want to look at marriage, not dating,
Okay.
because dating, anything can happen, anything goes. Nothing
is cast.
Nothing is cast. So I can just see your hairstyle and I'm done with you. I'm done with this relationship. You understand?
Okay.
But in marriages, there's nothing like I'm done with it. You're there, you're stuck here forever. You understand? So when it now comes to jealousy, then and insecurity in marriages, I believe that this majorly comes with the percentages are more from the feminine side than the male side. But whenever it comes from the male side, it's always very disastrous.
Okay.
That's where you see issues like wife beating and all that. But I believe that is actually unnecessary because before settling down with somebody, it depends on what you saw with the person. Now, if you saw, if for example, when you were dating, what attracted you to the person is what will attract everybody. Now, so I believe that's why most of the times guys are advised to go for ladies that have inner beauty. When we say inner beauty, actually, we don't even talk about beauty inside. We're just talking about some particular traits, some particular values and traits.
Women who are less physically attractive.
No, not that actually. Not that actually.
I think I tried to play safe here.
All right, go on. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is, I think they go for ladies that they have the value that everybody can see.
Okay.
And then another person sees the value and tries to admire it, and then you become insecure or you become jealous. So I'm trying to use both of them together now. So I believe that this is, like I said, insecurity is something you can work on. But jealousy is not something, they're bound to be casualties. Now, if you are being insecure, it's normal. For example, I have a very curvy wife, and then she's working ahead of me, and I'm behind, and I'm seeing guys trying to wow. Definitely, what's going on here? You understand? Yeah. But that doesn't mean I'll not start getting angry with my woman, because this is the same thing I saw that I came after. You understand? But when you become jealous, is you are seeing that she's attracting favors that you cannot attract, and then that devilish spirit of jealousy starts breeding in you. And when it starts breeding in you, you start taking actions, doing things you're not supposed to do. You start venturing into areas or angles you're not even supposed to look into. But for insecurity, it's bound to be there, definitely bound to be there, because you're saying that, what's going on here, you understand that kind of thing. But jealousy, it's like I keep saying, is the actually bad one. And I believe we try as much as possible to just kill it or don't even venture towards there. But for insecurity, it's normal. Everybody has one particular area that they're insecure. I can go into, like I've told them, I can go into a gathering where everybody is discussing football. I become insecure there because I don't really know much about football. You understand? But I can go into a gathering where of like minds, and I will flourish. You understand? So the same thing. I'll be in a gathering flourishing, and then somebody is there, doesn't understand what's going on. I just say be insecure. Like, what's going on? You understand? Right. So it's normal.
So just to be clear, you're saying that there is nothing good about jealousy.
There's nothing.
Jealousy can't be healthy in any way.
Never. I still stand by it. There's nothing. It doesn't breed anything good.
Benedict, let me get your thought on this. What are the subtle ways, right? The very infinitesimal ways that people exhibit traits of jealousy, not just in relationships, but in interpersonal dealings.
Well, the thing is, I'm trying because there is a whole lot. But sometimes when I'm on air like this, I also try to keep a lot so that somebody will not go and begin to pinch on innocency of another person and say, this was what I heard on air. This was what you understand. Because somebody, what I may say here may be just an innocent expression from another person. And then because you heard it here, you just begin to say, okay, it means the way this person
begin to mirror somebody else's life against it.
That is the word. So I'm always very careful in making general examples. I just like just to establish an open-ended kind of thing, and then you make out of it whatever you
will.
But again, I think not being excited about somebody's success to the point where you want to do something to stop the person's success. That is one of the biggest ways. For me, at that point, like I always say, Zabi chose jealousy, me I chose envy at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, I call it envy.
All right.
So at the point where you be, naturally, if we are being sincere, when people are succeeding around you, there is a trigger in you that where you're now like, why this is not happening to me? Yeah. Because every man wants good thing to happen to them. And so when you are seeing it around, you tend to question yourself, why am I not getting this thing? You feel a kind of a bit discomfort at some point, not always, at some point. And then also, knowledge will not teach you that everybody has their turn. Then immediately you will come up and say, oh, let me celebrate those that he has gotten to their turn, right? Then that is somebody who will really go far. The person that it will eventually get to his turn. For the one who always take it a step further, that I must stop there, that failure is sweet when everybody is involved. That's why it will never get to that person's turn. So, I would like to restrict it there. I don't want to expand the analysis so that people will not begin to mirror people, like I said earlier, people's innocent expressions as, a kind of trait of jealousy or envy, whatever language you put.
All right, thank you very much, Benedict. Now, Zabi, let's take a look at the role of social media in all of this. We are in an era of, in fact, we're in the digital era, and much of what happens in our day-to-day lives, is made manifest on social media. So what influence do you think social media has on people and the way they express themselves vis-a-vis jealousy and the insecurity?
Yeah, so I think in 2019, we had a discussion like this on radio, and I made reference to a point because I'm an added user of LinkedIn. And then you go on LinkedIn, you see somebody posting BSc at 18, MSc at 20, PhD at 25, and then you're looking at yourself like, where did I miss it? You understand? So this is for persons you don't know. But for your circle, you're seeing progress. You're seeing these guys aiming, achieving this, achieving that.
Smashing goals.
Smashing goals. So I think I'm going to use myself as an experience and then as an example, and then I just break it down with the experience. Now, instead of going into jealousy, like, I'm supposed to be having this, I'm supposed to be getting this, I think what I personally do, I study the process of how they get there.
How they go there. Okay.
So back then, when I was working with a firm, I met top thinkers and big thinkers, and I started seeing how they're making progress. And would I say it's jealousy? No, definitely not jealousy, because I started going through the background to see how they made it and how they got it. Started doing my research, started going through their processes, the certifications they've done, the trainings they've gone through and all that. And I started taking myself through those trainings and the certifications. So I think that's what draws the thin line between jealousy and then realization, like, I want to be like this person now. Most persons will think, oh, you're jealous in the person, you want to, but no, I know there's a process. Okay. And then I can go through that. If this person can go through this process, I too can go through the same process and be like this person.
All right.
Yeah, so I think that's what draws the thin line. That's what actually casts the difference between being jealous and then being realistic.
All right, thank you very much. Now, Benedict, what he just said borders more or paints a picture of laziness on the part of some persons. Okay, he took his time to study the people in question and figure out how they achieved their goals and all of that. Does that not give us the impression that some persons just don't have, should I say, the energy to follow through to get to the point where, you know, the people that they are envious of, so to speak, went through. Do you think laziness has a thing to do with this?
Yeah, it does. The one thing is the laziness, the mental laziness, the laziness of the mind, the function in the thought process and mindset. For example, like he was trying to say that he saw some persons doing great things and then I find out, okay, what's the process? As a guy, one of the ways you know that there's problem, that you might not go far if you don't deal with it, is when you embrace people's glory without trying to find their story.
Their story, okay.
Yeah, you must find out people's stories, and their story may not be basically exactly like yours, but you must also find a pathway of that story to create your own story and know that it's not going to be an easy thing in the process. So you have to find out, like he said, he need to also go and try getting certificate. It may not necessarily be that he got exact certification as some of them got. But again, when they eventually met at the table, it means that he has gone through his own process and this one, and is now qualified to have conversation with them.
So he became relevant in the scheme of things.
In the scheme of things, not necessarily because he got exact qualification, but also because he has also learned the principle of paying price to also get some of those things. So me, I feel if you look at it and say, what makes this person outstanding? Then you also need to find out your own strength. One of the things that breeds jealousy is that people want to be envious of people who are not even going their direction. Yeah. For example, if you are saying, like my pastor would say, if you are saying I am envious of you, find out whether what interests you is what interests me.
Okay.
You may buy a car.
In other words, it might not even be the same.
You may buy a car and I come around, maybe you see my face, you feel I'm being jealous. Maybe car is not even my dream in the next 1 year. That's not my pursuit. So find out if a car is my pursuit, or maybe you bought a brand of car. Find out if I do fancy that brand of car before you say I'm being jealous. So sometimes what you need to do is find out where you are going to. Find out, create a roadmap, and then look forward to becoming better. If you can focus on becoming better in your own life, so all of this envy, jealousy will really die down. Because people can be doing well in their own choosing line. That may not be your life. And so one time this one succeeds here, you are envious of this one succeeds, you are envious of this one. Before you know what happens, you are in the game of trying just to pull everybody down and everything just. So it's about building yourself. So that when Zabi comes, and Zabi is speaking as a mathematician, for example, I know he's very good with calculations. You understand? And then I speak as a journalist. My drive is not to be a better mathematician, for example, than Zabi. My drive is to be a better journalist than I am today.
Because that's your profession.
You understand? Than I am today. Or maybe, okay, going into the business line, because Zabi is also a businessman. But we are not into the same line of business. I'm happy seeing him do what he does, and then I am also happy doing what I do.
Okay.
Right? My goal is to be better doing what I do. And then, again, I will also be happy that he gets better, so that when we meet at the echelon, the top echelon, we'll be able to have conversation. And life is easier at that level.
Okay, life is easier at that level. Now, Zabi, what do you think, or how do you think communication can reduce jealousy and insecurity, you know, in relationships, not just in romantic relationships, but, you know, across board?
Education?
Communication, yes.
Communication, yes. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm a very big advocate for communication, not just communication, effective communication. You can actually be communicating and then it's not being effective. So I think when it comes to jealousy and insecurity, most of the times, majority, 100% of the time, is people don't study, understand the process that the person used in getting whatever the person got, you understand? So I think I was just thinking about this earlier, like, I think in fact, the only way that kills jealousy and insecurity is understanding the process.
Okay.
So if I would really advise most persons that are actually making it out there, and I think LinkedIn has been a very good platform for that, where people tend to maybe explain the processes of how they got it, especially for legal means. If when it comes to, for example, we grew up in Benin City, you see a lot of guys succeeding, and then you are a bit like, wow, they're supposed to be age mates, these guys are succeeding, and then you go back and look at the process, and then you now tell yourself, God forbid I do this. You understand? So there are so many successes you see, and then you just tell yourself, God forbid I do this, and then you become contented. Because you're like, definitely I can't go through this process. Okay. Just the same way for some ladies too, they see their colleagues rising up in the office, not knowing that the colleague is sleeping with the boss. Big girl. And then you're already envious, you're already jealous. And then you now find out the process, and you're like, so you immediately become contented. Okay. So I believe when we communicate much, like for example, I'm seeing you, and I like what I see, and I'm communicating. I communicate with Benedict. Like, I like what I say, and he's like, don't look at what that guy went through. You can't go through it. Yeah. I don't understand the process. So I believe effective communication actually helps to reduce and kill jealousy and insecurity.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, as we begin to wrap up, in fact, we have less than a minute, so you're going to be saying this in less than a minute, Benedict. What's your final word, to young people out there who feel intimidated by their peers and probably don't have the energy to forge ahead? Just in less than a minute.
Be patient with yourself and take it easy on yourself. And then again, try to get better. Your speed, your pace may not be like theirs, but if you are getting better daily or weekly, before you know, you will get to a point where you just tell yourself that I have done well for myself. Okay. If you can get to that point, then you have conquered.
I like the part where you said, I have done well for myself. You're not doing well for anybody. Yeah. At the end of the day, it's yourself you're doing it for. Yeah. So that will help you to curb the spirit of jealousy and envy or insecurity, okay? We are all going to succeed individually. The only thing that matters is what Benedict said, that we get to that point where we are all relevant on the same table, right? Not a situation where you think that other person's success is a threat to your own success, okay? We don't all have the same calendar. That other person is running in his own lane and you're running in your own lane. The most important thing is that we all succeed at the end of the day. And not just succeed, but succeed in the right way. Well, I want to say a very big thank you to my guests, Zabi Osas and of course Benedict Ochagu, for doing me the honor of being on the show with me tonight. And I hope that the next time I call on you, you would oblige me. All right, thank you so much. My name is Harry Igboje, and until I come your way again, same time, same station next week, ensure that you do the right thing always, okay? Do not dabble into anything that you will regret in the future. Of course, if you look around you, there are lots of young people that are doing crazy things just to succeed. You don't want to look back, in the next, say, 10 years and begin to ask yourself why you took the route that you took. Do the right thing, stay out of trouble, and bye for now. Good night.
Certainly the best. ITV, certainly the best.
beautiful people. Welcome to another exciting edition of Youth Perspective, brought to you by Independent Television. I'm your host, Amara Chukwu Azuka, and today we'll be talking about an interesting topic, money or passion. What should young people choose or pursue? I'm not alone in the studio. I have the very wonderful Onoche Gabriel. Hello, Gabriel.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yes, you already had me the way you were already describing me as wonderful. I was
You are wonderful.
Well, it is what
and
it is.
exceptional.
Thank you very much.
You should know that.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we're talking about money and passion. What should young people pursue? So if you have to choose a career that you're passionate about, or the one that pays you more money, what will you choose, Gabriel?
I think for a young person, because it's all about young minds right now, that's why you obviously invited me.
Of course.
So as a young person, I think going for what I'm more passionate about.
Oh, really?
Yes, sincerely.
And one would think that you would go for like money.
Money should not be the first thing that should make you want to start your journey. Do you understand? Because as a young person still, you should be passionate about it. It's when people see that you're a passionate presenter, it's when people see that you're a passionate newscaster that they want to call you for this job. Okay, nobody wants to hire an incompetent person.
Amazing.
So as a young person, young lady, young man, of course, passion comes first. Passion should be the first thing that should cloud your mind, honestly.
Wow,
Yes.
that's amazing. Okay, so what if my passion as a person
Yeah.
doesn't bring much income for me? Maybe I have a job, like I'm passionate about a job, and then I go into that career, and it doesn't bring in much income. And then I get an offer of another job that brings in more income. Would you advise me to go for that one that brings in much
The other
income?
job, is it in line with your career path?
Okay, so let's have it in both ways. Let's have it in the way where it aligns, and then let's look at when it doesn't align.
If it aligns, you're more than free to do so. I mean, looking at the situation of things in our country, you should always look for the best way out. But nothing is going to shake me from the fact that as a young guy starting up as a career person, the first thing you should focus on is your passion.
Okay.
When people see that you're money oriented, money, it's more like what we Gen Z people call an ick.
Oh, okay.
Like, show me that you deserve this job.
Wow.
You don't need too much English when people already know, people that want to hire you already see that you're passionate.
Wow, that's
Exactly.
amazing.
Passionate people deserve pay too. So
They deserve pay. So that's
the more passionate you are,
Yeah.
the higher your pocket gets.
Are you
The
for
deeper your
real?
pocket get.
Are you for real?
I believe that's the way it's supposed to work.
Okay, because if you're like working in an establishment
Yes.
that you're passionate about, but the pay is not like huge. So how do I convert that passion into like much more pay?
Looking at you now, right? You are an amazing newscaster.
Oh, stop
But,
it.
but by the side, let me tell the viewers something they don't know.
Okay.
You're a red carpet host.
Oh,
Why am I
that's
bringing
right.
this up? You have more than one stream of income. But you see something, it is still very much in line with what you're doing.
That's right.
It's not far off at all.
That's right.
You're still standing in front of the camera, entertaining the viewers. So everything about you screams passion, passion, passion.
Oh, give us
Thinking
stuff.
about the economy, it's wise enough for you to, have more than one stream of income. I've already used you as an example. Lydia here is an amazing newscaster, an exciting red carpet host.
Okay. Can we now end the show? I think I end it here, right?
It's important that I point that out, honestly.
Wow, that's really amazing. Thank you so much, Gabriel, for that.
Yes. I mean, it's not really a compliment, it's facts.
It's facts. Okay. So now using myself as an example, because you brought it out. So what if with all the passion I have for this job that I'm doing right now, and then I get an offer to become a banker,
okay,
and then the pay is like way above what I'm earning now, would you advise me to go for it?
You see, coming into this line of presenting, coming into this line of newscasting, you have an expectation in your mind.
Okay.
You have a certain level that you would want to get to, that you automatically become open to explore. If you know, this question you're asking is more or less like a personal decision.
Yeah.
Right?
if you're already 5 years, 10 years into this gig of, presenting, newscasting, and all of that, right?
Yeah.
You're more than free to, try to make that decision of, trying to explore. It's
Mm.
allowed. It's not a taboo anywhere. It's not written anywhere that a newscaster or whatnot cannot become a banker, just like she has
Well,
said.
how will I, if I'm a newscaster and I'm also a banker, how do I measure up? Like, how do I balance the two? Because it's gonna affect one part of the job.
How do you balance your newscasting and red carpet host?
No, because they are all in alignment. They are all like in the same.
Everything falls back on, schedule. You can cast news on Saturdays.
Okay, and work in the bank on Monday.
Thank you very much. Full stop. Exactly.
I love that. Okay, so moving on here. We often hear the saying, do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
Now, Gabriel, do you believe that that's realistic in today's economy?
In today's economy,
Yeah.
it shook me a little bit. But do what you love and you'll never have to work again in your life.
Yeah.
That's boils down to once you're working at a job, just like, oh God, do I keep using?
How you always using it?
Okay, let me hype myself up a little bit.
Okay,
right?
use yourself.
Because pretty much, yeah. I'm still
Yeah.
pretty much like a presenter. Do I call myself upcoming or an outstanding presenter? Just
Okay,
like that.
okay.
But when we come down to work, rather,
Yeah.
it's more or less us doing what we love. It gets to a point where we even forget that we're at work because we're having so much fun. It doesn't look like, it doesn't feel like a hectic task.
That's right.
So that's why, when I started off, I said, passion should be what clouds your mind. Once you're already passionate, money matters. Let's not get it twisted.
Of course.
Your finance matters a whole lot. But once you're already passionate about what you're doing, it gets to a level where money becomes,
like secondary, right?
secondary thing. Let me just put myself out there. Let people just know that Onoch is here. Let people just know that Lydia is here.
Yeah.
Amaze the audience and all of that. Yeah.
Amazing. I love that answer.
Yeah.
So now moving on,
Yeah.
many young people abandon their dreams because they need to survive financially.
Yeah.
Do you think society places too much pressure on young people to make money quickly?
Society definitely does place 1,001 pressure
Wow.
on people to, abandon their dreams.
Wow.
And from my own point of view, I cannot blame them.
Oh,
You and I know the situation of things in the country.
that's right.
People are, doing what we call feeding from hand to mouth. One stream of income, still not their fault. Limited streams of income in our country, you know that.
Yeah.
So, outrightly, yeah, I cannot blame them for, abandoning their dreams.
Their dreams.
You get that?
Yeah.
So, what's the question again? Sorry.
Okay.
I forgot.
Yeah, do you think society makes too much pressure on
Okay,
young
well,
people?
society definitely makes too much pressure, especially for all of these youths that do not know what they really want. Youths who don't know what they want for themselves. We are here. I don't need to second guess anything when somebody comes and asks me, Onochi, what do you do? I can outrightly tell them I am a presenter. Or somebody walks into the studio right now and tells you, Lydia, what do you do? You don't second guess yourself.
Of course.
You don't have to think twice about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's important as youths for you to know your worth, know what you want, follow what you want. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because as youths, if you do not get to that point of satisfaction and understand and self-understanding, little things will sway you.
That's right.
Your friend is doing 1,001 things. Can get himself a new apartment and all of that. You might at some point lose focus.
Yeah.
You might lose your bearing. That's the word I've been looking for.
Oh, wow.
You might lose your bearing. So as a young person, as a young youth, young lady, young man, stay passionate. Focus on what you want. Know what you want for yourself.
For yourself,
That's the ultimate level. That's the ultimate thing that counts.
Amazing,
Exactly.
amazing. So I'm going to ask you, do you think family also puts pressure on young people? Because I remember when I was growing up, I'm going to use myself as an example.
Okay.
Since you're already using me, you're already like using me as an example, so let me just put it out there.
It's allowed.
Yeah. So when I was growing up here, I've always wanted to be a newscaster, of course. That's been my dream.
So that has been a long time dream.
Like long time dream.
Seeing you excel self doesn't even feel like a whole lot of
do you get?
Yeah, but
okay, but see where I'm going to. When I started off like writing JAMB and getting
all of
into
those
the
things,
university,
exams and all.
my family actually pressured me not to go for newscasting. They felt like, oh, it's going to be hard to get a job. It's going to be a waste of time. Why study mass comm when you can actually just study maybe accounting and just work in a bank?
Well, look at you now.
Yeah, look at me now.
Are you here or not?
I'm here.
So like, you're pretty much more like a source of inspiration to people who are watching us now. So you studied mass comm, yeah?
No, that's where I was going. Okay, listen.
Okay, I'm interested
okay,
already.
So we're talking about family pressure now,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. So my family pressured me into studying something else.
Okay.
And then forgetting my dream of becoming a newscaster.
Okay.
And for the longest time, I did. I actually forgot that I'm made for the camera. Do you get it? So I studied something else, and I just found myself that I wasn't fulfilling my purpose. I could just see that, no, Lydia, this is not you. You should be something else. You should be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
That's like a round peg in a round hole. Do you get? So now we're looking at how family can pressure young people into forgetting their dreams and just following the trend,
Yeah.
So do you think that actually works? Using my story as a case study.
Listening to your story, yeah? I can say one thing for sure. Families are meant to be the #1 source of support. If probably they had encouraged you to go for what you wanted, you probably wouldn't have just. You're at a great level.
Yeah.
Like you should have been like at a higher.
Like
much more experience. You would have
yeah.
like a higher level of expertise. Years would have counted for you now. You should have been saying like 10 years experience in this media stuff and all of that. So in the matter of family pressure and all of this decision making stuff, right? Family should be the first source of support and all of that. They shouldn't, talk your kid down. I had a story. One girl, one of my colleagues too, she said growing up she loved to draw.
Aww.
And then her dad saw her and asked, in whose house do you want to start drawing?
No.
But she could have become, the dad didn't know that he killed a dream.
Oh.
Nobody knows. She could have become an international artist.
I'm telling you.
But now she ended up going to study XYZ. We would not put that out there.
Yeah, of course.
So I will say this again and I'll keep saying it again. Family is meant to be the #1 source of support. Because if your family doesn't support you, who else will?
Yeah.
Before friends, family should come first.
First, yeah.
So yes, they play quite an important role in decision making. If your family doesn't support you, you just like you found yourself, you succumb to the pressure.
I did.
Let me just go and study another thing.
Yeah.
So that's why it's very important for your family, your dad, your mom, your siblings to support your journey. They are what you call your fuel.
Wow.
They'll pump you when you're feeling down. Your sibling, your sister can just literally remind you, don't you want to become that international newscaster?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's a great feeling when you know at the back of your mind that you have people supporting you.
Yeah.
When you have people, that want to see you at the top. So family should remain the #1 support. And please, our dear mommies and daddies, let's stop killing our young children's dreams.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you so much for that. Like, viewers, you've heard from Onoche Gabriel.
Yeah.
Family is the #1 support system for young people achieving their dreams. Please, daddies, please, mommies, please, sisters and brothers and uncles and aunties, don't kill the dream of the young ones, please. Support their dreams. Whatever they want to become, support them. Don't kill their dreams, okay? All right, so we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Youth Perspective, brought to you by Independent Television. Well, if you're just joining us, we're talking about money and passion. What should young people pursue these days? And Onoche Gabriel has been in the studio with me, helping me unpack this amazing topic.
Yes.
Okay, so Onoche, I'm going to go straight into the next question.
Okay.
Social media has changed how people see success and how people define success.
Yes.
They feel like the luxury lifestyle, the expensive cars, the vacations and designer clothes, that's what success means. So do you think social media has made young people prioritize money more than like their passion?
I don't think that's a question, because this thing is already what is out there now.
Oh wow.
People have, young people like us, thank God you invited somebody like me to talk on something like this, because young people like us have abandoned the idea of how do I say this thing now? Trusting the process. Humble beginnings, yes, that's the word. Young people like us have abandoned the idea of humble beginnings.
Wow.
They want to start something now, just like we've just started our journey of, presenting an exciting newscaster that you are. You start from somewhere, but now that idea is far gone. You know, you started now, they expect themselves to be, you know, at the UN conference, you know, interviewing the president and all of this. Because it's important. Social media plays that role.
Wow.
The fact that since we already know that these youths out there already now do not even want to, you know, spend their time in trying to, you know, learn, go through the process of becoming. If you don't go through this process, then when you spend 3 months and then you get to the top, what are you going to do
there? What are you going to do there?
How are you going to lead without your years of expertise and experience? So yes, a huge population of our youths have prioritized finance over purpose. And that's why, since we started this, I've been hitting on it. As a young career person, the first thing that should cloud your mind is your passion. Be passionate about what you do. No, I've been telling you since we began this shoot, right?
Yeah.
Once you're passionate, people get to see that.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to hire a competent person. And who is a competent person? A competent person is someone who is passionate about his job.
Amazing.
I can call Lydia a competent lady.
Oh my,
and Lydia can call me a competent presenter.
An amazing presenter.
Exactly. So the first thing, make sure that you're competent. Make sure that you're passionate. And please, focus on the journey. Focus on becoming, because it counts. Because at the end of the day, when you finally become, you look back at your journey, you look back at your process of becoming, and then you nod your head and give yourself a pat on the shoulder.
Yeah. Yes. And you know that process makes you more...
Exactly. That's why I said when you spend 3 months and then like you automatically get to the top, what do you do at the top?
Yeah.
Without any form of expertise
and character,
you know, and all of those things.
Yeah.
So that's why the top is usually built for people who have gone through the process. Spent years in the particular job, being photography, catering, presenting, and all of those things.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
So we'll be talking about passion.
Yeah.
I want to ask you now, Gabriel, can passion actually become profitable over time, like with consistency and the right strategy?
I don't think I've hidden my opinion on that.
Nice.
I don't think I've hidden my opinion on that, because I've spoken about passion and competence. I said passionate people are people that, you know, people, oh God, English. I don't think I've hidden my opinion on that, because I said that passionate people are those kinds of people that other industries, organizations would love to hire.
Because they are competent.
Once you see that you're passionate and competent about what you're doing, we would love to hire you.
But does it become profitable? That's the question.
If I hire you, am I hiring you for free? If I hire you to become my red carpet host, are you just coming there to just come and interview? You're going home with something, of course.
Of course.
Exactly. So it automatically becomes profitable. I mean, is that not profitable?
Amazing. Okay. So is there anything wrong with taking a high-paying job while building your passion on the side?
There's nothing wrong.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong, because earlier I've already used you as an example, because you have other streams of income.
Of course I do.
I would never kill the idea of having other streams of income. Please, it's very important, because so many youths are already feeding from hand to mouth. So what's the essence of me now coming out here where thousands of people would watch this video, and then I say that it's no, please.
Wow.
Make sure that you have other streams of income, so that you get to live a comfortable and honest life.
Amazing.
It's very important.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So viewers, you heard it from Onyeocha Gabriel. Like it's so amazing having you in the studio right now.
I'm actually very much excited that you have me talk about a topic like this.
Amazing.
Because you know they call me the Gen Z Prince. I'm not this.
Okay.
So I really.
So like you're the perfect person for this interview.
You can say so. You can say so. I didn't say so. She said so, and she can say so honestly.
Okay. So we've seen that having a high-paying job can actually coexist with your passion. So don't just leave your passion aside. While you're still fending for money and all that, still build your passion along, okay? Okay, so we're going to take a quick fire round because of time. Let's just have a little fun with this. Okay. So, Onyeocha, I'm going to ask you some questions, and you just answer with one word.
One word, okay.
Yeah. Or if I ask you to pick an option from 2 options, you just like quickly pick one option, okay?
I understand.
All right. So, money or happiness? You have to be quick. It's a fire round.
Money or happiness?
You don't have to think about it. It's spontaneous. Just pick one. Money or happiness?
Money.
And here I was thinking you pick happiness because of your passion.
Money matters. But But money.
Money, right?
Let's choose money.
Well, for me, I'll pick happiness.
Okay.
Mhm.
They are both two important things, though, but then I weighed my options and then like, money.
So you'll be sad with money, like, I
That's what I'm
want
thinking
to go
about.
to
That's what
Dubai.
I was
You'll be
thinking
crying
about,
with
though.
like dollar bills in your hands.
Okay, she's convincing me now, and I think I'll enter her boat. I think I'll enter her boat.
But you'll be happy soaking Gary in like a one-room apartment.
You know what? Let's not confuse
Let's not-
things. You know, money. My answer, money. Look at it.
You
Yeah.
don't want to enter my boat again. Okay, I love that.
Yeah.
Moving on, dream job or high salary?
I love my dream job. Oh.
Aww.
Dream job, please.
Dream job. Yeah, me too. I'll pick my dream job.
Please. Dream job.
Okay, amazing.
Because my dream job is already higher paying now, so what's the point?
How do you know if your dream job is high pay? Or how do you know? Okay, hold on.
Is your dream limited?
It's not. But what if there's like a higher paying job offer for you, and then your dream
I always
job
tell
is
myself
like,
something, and that's the reality. There would always be something bigger. I always say something. There would always be somebody richer, and there would always be something bigger. If you're earning 500K here,
yeah,
somebody's earning another these things.
Yeah.
So there would always be something bigger. It all boils down to you to be satisfied with what you're earning.
you have. Oh my
Be
God.
happy. So dream job for me, honestly.
Can we clock it for Gabriel, please?
Do I do that?
Okay. So next fire round.
Yeah.
Risks or stability?
Risk or stability?
Yeah.
Stability.
You don't like taking risks.
I like taking calculated risk, but you did not identify it as calculated risk. I'm not a fan of taking stupid.
Now.
No, there's calculated risk.
Okay.
See, I'm not a fan of taking stupid risks and all of those things.
Okay.
Please, stability.
You like
I want to be stable.
stability.
Yes, I
Okay.
want to be sure about what I'm doing.
Well,
Yeah.
I like risks though.
What kind of risk?
Whether calculated or not, as long as it's risks, we'll take it.
No, I'm not taking any risk.
Okay, so that is that. So next one, work-life balance or career growth?
Work-life balance.
Yeah.
I'm actually currently seeking both.
You have to pick one.
One, right? Career growth.
Oh, career growth.
Career growth.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
I mean, it will be so much exciting.
Like, you just be facing it.
All the big
Just
girls in
wait
the
up,
industry
like,
identify you.
chilling with the big boys.
Exactly, man. So career growth for me, honestly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I'll go with work-life balance.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause I
Work-life
just-
balance in what sense?
In every sense, like
Okay.
I don't want to be going too high in life, and I
Okay.
neglect my other needs. Like I
okay.
neglect my family,
all
neglect
those
like
things,
my
your
other things, my
necessary duties.
leisure and all
Okay,
that.
okay, okay.
I would like work-life balance.
That's still important. Your questions are actually very difficult, and then like it puts you on edge, honestly. But then it is what it is.
Clock it, Gabriel. Okay, last one because of time. Would you rather love your job and earn average income, or dislike your job and earn in millions?
Hey.
If you choose anyone, you tell me why.
You're putting me, like I just said earlier, you're literally putting me on edge.
Yeah.
Dislike my job and earn millions.
Yeah, or love your job and earn in average, like
You know,
yeah.
dislike your job and earn in millions. You would hate life, honestly. When you're coming to the first thing, Monday morning now, look at you, you're always smiling.
And
If you
always
dislike your job
glowing.
and earning in millions, you Monday morning you start grumbling.
That's right.
But like I said, there would always be something bigger. You're happy to do your job. You forget that you're even at work. You're having fun doing your job. And you still go home earning something good enough to sustain you. So, love my job. And earn well.
Average. You know what to earn average.
Anywhere is important.
You're so
too.
particular about money, Gabriel. I'm suspecting
I'm
you.
particular about passion and money.
I'm
Because I
suspecting
believe that
you now.
passion should be rewarded.
When we started this program, I thought you were like the passionate guy.
I'm the passionate
guy.
I'm particular about passion. Passion comes first.
Then money comes
second.
next.
You cannot neglect finance.
So what if it's just passion, no money? So you just pick either passion or money. Not passion, not money coming next.
Next question, please. Next question, please.
Okay, like for me, I would rather, I prefer my job. Like I would rather I love my job and earn average.
Honestly, for the same reason, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you can just walk in and just be so grumbling, and you don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Mistakes here and there and all of that.
Yeah.
Those things. So no.
And you may not
Happy
even be
and earn.
competent in that high-paying
Exactly.
job because you don't
there's no
love
need for that.
it.
Let me do what I love and earn at least. It's not like
Amazing.
they're not going to pay me or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Gabriel, for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for inviting me to be on your show.
Okay.
I'm super excited and I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Lydia.
Amazing. Well, viewers, we've come to the end of the show today. I hope it has been an interesting episode for you. Well, for me in the studio, it has been awesome.
I literally, sincerely, I enjoyed myself. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, until next week, I still remain your host, Amara Chukwu Azuka. Keep your dreams alive. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you.
ITV, certainly.